Hi, my name is Ron. I'm making this video in conjunction with a post over at thinkpads.com discussion forums on extending the video capabilities of a T60 series ThinkPad notebook. And I think what I'll do here is just show what I have here, and then kind of jump to the punchline and then back up and show how I do it. So I have these 5 monitors here getting together. I can drag a window between them. Keep going over here. I've got a monitor sitting over here and a little guy right there. And back up here a little bit. So these monitors, and then I can continue dragging this window to the screen of some other computers. Here's an iMac running Windows. And still going around here. I have to twist my body because it's hard to get this all in one camera shot. I've got these screens over here, dragging the same window between them, and still going around the room. Got these monitors over here hooked up to a T61P, and finally that one. Okay, so how do I do this? Get that back over. Come on, let's get over there. Alright, so the ThinkPad is hooked up to an advanced dock. And inside the advanced dock there is a bay that will take a PCI Express video card. That's really key here. I'm using, inside the bay here, I have a ATI V5200 card. Wonderful card, rock solid. You can get them for about 70 bucks on eBay right now. And the nice thing about that card is it'll output 3840 by 2400 resolution, which is key for doing tricks like this. I'm taking the output here. I have this DVI port configured to output 3840 by 1200, which is being split here by this Matrox triple head to go. I'm only using 2 of its 3 ports here, and those are driving the top screens here. Nice and fast. Really nice performance. The other screens are being driven by the other DVI port on the video card, which if I wanted to, I could have another Matrox and have more screens going off there. And then the 2 built-in native display ports on the ThinkPad are mapped here to these ports, which make for 2 of these screens. Let's see, I think this one here is driving the far screen over there, and then these 2 screens are these 2 guys right here. In order for a video card to work in the dock, it has to consume 32 watts of power or less, which is a pretty big limitation. Your choices are slim. Again, the V5200 is my favorite card. Here's another one. The ATI V5700 also takes 32 watts. Not as stable, more expensive, and it does not output 3840 by 1200 resolution, so you're stuck with it's not a good candidate for using the Matrox trick. You can drive native 30-inch screens, just one odd, but you can't split them with the Matrox unit. Well, you can, but not well. Okay. This screen over here is another 24-inch being driven at its native resolution by this little Lenovo DisplayLink adapter. You plug it into a USB port, and it just puts another monitor on your desktop. It has so-so performance. You can feel it lagging your computer down, but it's easy. You just plug it in and you got it. Don't have to mess with anything. This little guy over here is a MIMO monitor, and I like it. It's another DisplayLink monitor. Plug it in on USB, and it's great to travel with. In a hotel room when you want a second screen just for email or chat or whatever, debug console, it's great. Okay, so these monitors are all being driven natively directly off of the my iPhone down there, off of the T60P with the advanced dock. Now going around here, the next system, this is an iMac running Windows 7. Oh, I should have pointed out this is also running Windows 7. You can do the same kind of thing with Vista, with a T60P, because The T60P has a V5200 chip internally, which means you can use the same native driver as the 5200 card in the dock, and that allows you to do these tricks with multiple monitors. I don't know of any other laptop running Vista that you can do these kinds of tricks with. XP is a slam dunk because it'll work with anything. 7 also. 7's really forgiving. Vista is really hard to get this going with. But anyway, back over here, Windows 7 again. This is an Apple iMac. And I'm using a mini DisplayPort adapter to DVI to get 2 screens. And so one more way of extending the desktop. Talk a little bit more about how I actually drag the window over. There's a utility called MaxiVista, maxivista.com, and it lets you extend the desktop of a computer to the screen of another computer. Very different than a VNC client. In fact, exactly opposite. So if you have, say, a spare laptop laying around, you can use it as a second screen on your computer. Works really well, runs over a network. Still going around here to the next system. So there's 8 screens here hooked up to a Dell computer down there. And right now that has a couple of Matrox Quid Pro cards in there, kind of old school, not high performing cards, but they work. They tend to melt if you drive them too hard. We have a lot of them we've melted. But a better solution for if you have the luxury of having a desktop computer driving external screens, these cards. My personal favorite is the NVIDIA. This is a 4700 X2 card. It has 4 dual-link DVI outputs. So one card will drive 4 30-inch screens, native resolution, very, very high performance. Great card. Expensive, kicks off lots of heat, but it's a great card. A cheaper alternative is this ATI Radeon 4850 X2, also 4 dual-link DVIs. Now you can do tricks here. You get some Matrox dual or triple head-to-goes and gang them off there and split them off, and you can have a whole bunch of monitors off your desktop this way. I built quite a few systems with 8 30-inch screens using 2 of these cards, and they're just beautiful machines. This is a PCI Express extender cable, and you can hook it up to your PCI Express video card and mount it, the other end of the cable, inside the connector on the inside of the dock, inside the bay, and physically run a video card outside your dock. It works. I've done it. You have to hook up some external power to the power connectors, but and you're limited by I/O bandwidth. It's still X1 lane width, but if you want to do something like that, it's not good for gaming, but for driving monitors, it's another alternative. Kind of esoteric, but I guess all of this is. The last system, so far we've looked at 2 computers here, hooked up to the Thinkpad. The third one, third MaxiVista client, is a T61P over here. And what I have here, you probably noticed back here on the T60P, original system, the main screen is dark. That's because the built-in video will only drive 2 screens at a time. And I'm using both of those screens right here on these 2 connectors on the dock. Those are driving this screen and this screen. That's why no picture here. Over here on the T61P, also an advanced dock, I'm only using the DVI port here. It's a little dark, sorry. The VGA is not being used, so I get to use the screen that's built in. So these 2 screens here are being driven by the card and the video card inside the dock. And this screen's built in. This is the built-in on the DVI coming off the dock. And this screen here is being driven by a PCM CIA video card. This is by Villagetronic, called the VT-Book. And it works pretty well if you're running Windows XP. Not compatible with Vista, Windows Vista or 7. If you're running XP and can track down a PCM CIA card called a Margie Display to Go. I like those cards better. Smaller, use less power, and perform, I think, just as well. Future posts, I'll be talking about extending the video of a W510 laptop with the new Series 3 Plus dock. But for now, thanks for watching, and if you want more information, look over at thinkpads.com, look in the T Notebook Series discussion forum, and there will be a thread there with more information. Thanks for watching.